Hello, lords and ladies. Welcome to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon. After a very relaxing one-week break, I'm all prepared to come back and give you what you want. More reviews. And Let's Plays. Now, because of said break, I wasn't able to review this special episode when it premiered, but that obviously couldn't be helped now. Then again, my review of Last Day of Summer was up weeks after it premiered, so at least I'm keeping with tradition. Either way, I'm very excited to discuss the final episode of Phineas and Ferb. I suppose it wouldn't really be the final episode, more like an extra episode, but I digress. The OWCA Files is pretty much what it sounds like, a 1-hour special following Perry's new animal team, and Doof, as a mysterious foe from Monogram's past returns.
Hello! Francis Monogram!
Early on, we're introduced to this new team: Harry the Hyena, Karen the Cat, Maggie the Macaw, and of course, Doof. This was set up in the previous episode, the series finale, Last Day of Summer, which was actually one of the first episodes I ever reviewed here on Cartoon Hangout. Weirdly enough, we discover that Perry isn't exactly a team player, which kind of shocked me.
Agent P, nowhere in the OWCA training manual does it say abandon your team and apprehend the suspect by yourself. You're not a lone wolf anymore. Your team lacks focus and they need your leadership.
I suppose since he's worked alone for so long, he wouldn't be that great at leading a team, but it's still something I was amazed to see at first. On the other side of things, we're introduced to a new villain calling himself Professor Parenthesis. Not parenthesis, parenthesis. As soon as I saw him, I knew that if the show ever did come back, they could always use him as a recurring villain since Doof is now on the side of the angels. I'll talk more about that later in the review. This episode also features the return of the Bug Trio from the episode Doof 101, who are now looking to join the OWCA.
Dust clears, and here we are, OWCA secret headquarters.
Doesn't look very secret to me.
Be that as it may, today is the day that we will become OWCA's first insect agent.
I'll admit that at first I was really digging their inclusion in this episode, but it got old very fast. Anytime it cut to them during the episode, I just really wanted them to skip it and take me back to the main action. It doesn't help that they never do get to join OWCA, even by the episode's end. I feel like their side story would have been so much better if they were shown a little bit less, and often throughout the episode, and managed to not only save the day, as they actually did, but were rewarded for doing so. However, if this is the worst the episode could do, then you've still got a great special on your hands. I'm also going to admit that the reveal of who Professor Parenthesis was caught me completely by surprise, and then reminded me a little bit of Tough Puppy. After Perry attacks him and knocks his head off, we learn that he's actually a flea! A freaking flea, everybody! Throughout the episode, Monogram is constantly trying to think of who he went to school with, so it's hilarious that it was a flea, because of course no one would notice a flea. Oh, and side note, the bits of the episode following Carl and Monogram were much better than the Bug side story.
We're gonna have to do some creative sneaking, Carl. Follow my lead. The Cobra.
Although Parenthesis was caught in the end, I could totally see him coming back in potential further episodes if ever the need arises. Heck, instead of Phineas and Ferb returning as we know it, I'd love to see an OWCA spin-off show that follows Perry and Doof and Smirt's team taking on new baddies every week.
It's the OWCA Files.
Anyway, this was a fantastic episode. I thought it was only going to be 30 minutes, so it was great that it turned out to be an hour long. The animation was actually much improved over the regular episode, which I think has to do with it being like its own little movie. It was also good to see a little bit about what Doof working with the OWCA would be like. The only thing I realized wasn't in the episode was Doof and Squirt's daughter Vanessa, who, as it was revealed in Last Day of Summer, was accepted into OWCA's internship program. So it was my assumption that she would have a role to play in the special, but nope, she's nowhere to be found. Then again, none of the other human characters outside of the OWCA really showed up in any significant role.
Are these new plates? I mean, they look the same, but it feels as though they were replaced by exact copies.
But, like I said, she had joined OWCA, so kinda weird. What did you think of the episode? Does it make you even more sad over the show's ending? And like me, would you want to see an OWCA spin-off series? Let me know all of this in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the review, make sure to consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching, and take care.